Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mukam Karoti Vachalam Gayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Paramananda Madhavam. We'll read from Stula Shariram together. I think Stula Shariram is too far back. We'll read on from Jnanendriyani from there. Vasudevendra Yogindram Mumukshunamapi Taya Tattvabodho Vidhiyate. Shrotram, page number 46. Shrotram tvak chakshuhu rasana ghranam iti pancha jnanendriyani shrotrasya digdevata tvacho vayuhu chakshusha suryaha rasanaya varunaha घ्राणस्य अश्विनौ इति ज्ञानेन्द्रिय देवताः श्रोत्रस्य विषयः शब्दग्रहणं त्वचो विषयः स्पर्शग्रहणं चक्षुषो विषयः रूपग्रहणं रसनाया विषयः रसग्रहणं घ्राणस्य विषयः गन्धग्रहणमिति वाक् पाणि पाद पायु उपस्थानि इति पञ्च कर्मेन्द्रियाणि वाचो देवता वह्निः हस्तयोरिन्द्रः पादयोर्विष्णुः पायोर्मृत्युः उपस्थस्य प्रजापतिः इति कर्मेन्द्रिय देवताः वाचो विषयः भाषणं पाण्योर्विषयः वस्तुग्रहणं पादयोर्विषयः गमनं पायोर्विषयः मलत्यागः उपस्थस्य विषयः आनंद इति. Now कारण शरीर. कारण शरीरम किम अनिर्वाच्य अनादि अविद्या रूपम शरीरद्वयस्य कारण मात्रम सत्स्वरूप अज्ञानम निर्विकल्पक रूपम यदस्ति तत्कारण शरीरम. So we have seen yesterday the karana sharira. Literally the karana sharira means that which is the cause of the two shariras. It is not the cause of the two shariras directly, but it is the cause of the two shariras in a sequential way. It being a kind of ultimate cause. Literally, we have seen that the Sthula Sharira and Sukshma Sharira are born from karma. So one would say that karma is a karana. So karma should be called karana sharira. But they are all only intermediary causes. They are not the final ultimate cause. How does karana sharira become the cause for all the three shariras? To understand that, we must know what is karana sharira and what is its function. Once we know its function, we will know why it is called karana sharira. What is exactly karana sharira? Karana sharira at the level of the individual is nothing but that minuscule or minuscule is that minuscule that wee bit of the cosmic Maya. Cosmic Maya. Like how we have cosmic gross body, which is this whole world. Like how we have the cosmic subtle body, which is the entire mind, intellect, etc. Right? Of the whole cosmos. Vast. In the same way, there is this cosmic power of creation. It is called Maya or Maya Shakti. Many other names are also there for it, like Prakriti, Pradhana. So many names are there, but in our text we have used the word Maya. Right? This power of the Lord, this power of Brahman. A wee bit of it, because we are also, right, a wee bit of the cosmos, right? We may be such a speck or a speck of a speck, but still we are also there. Can't be ignored. Correct? So that speck of Maya, and Maya is made up of three gunas. Maya being the creative power, it creates knowledge, it creates action, it creates inertia. In the sense, these are the world, what we have. World is nothing but three. There is something which pertains to knowledge, there's something which pertains to action, and something which pertains to the inert world. These are the only three things in the world. If you put together everything, if you compartmentalize and classify, finally it will come to these three things only. And these three things we see in us also. There are some aspects of it, of ours, which are engaged in knowledge, like the jnanendriyas, mind, intellect. There's some aspects in us engaged in action, karmendriyas, the pranas. There are some aspects in us which are engaged in just giving shape and mass and inertia, and are naturally inert in nature. And that is our body. The same way world is also. The entire world that we see in front of us is an inert body, of course, of the Lord. The same way, at the cosmic level also we have the devatas, the conscious powers. And all our minds and all those things put together. Alright? The devatas, of course, have a body also, but just as how our eyes see. Eyes means the faculty eye, through the eyes see. In the same way, the devatas are the cosmic eyes, the cosmic ears, the cosmic waters. Like cosmic in nature. Cosmic means they are the total. I do not know if you have heard these two words, macrocosm, microcosm. Have you heard? Macrocosm, microcosm. Macrocosm is a total. Okay, let me give you these two words you can note down. I say cosmic total and all, no? So you can say First use the Sanskrit word, samashti. Samashti. S-A-M-A-S-H-T-I. Samashti. Okay? And then that is the total. Now at the individual level, it is Vyashti. Vyashti. V-Y-A-S-H-T-I. Vyashti. Now I have given you two Sanskrit words. Can you repeat? Samashti, Vyashti. Samashti, Vyashti. Samashti, Vyashti. Samashti is macrocosm. Vyashti is microcosm. Samashti is total. Vyashti is individual. So these are the terms now. So can we tell all these terms both in Sanskrit as well as English, everything together? Samashti is what? Macrocosm, which is total. Vyashti is microcosm, which is individual. So this body is Vyashti or Samashti? Vyashti. This whole body, everything put together is Samashti. Alright. So like how we have this total or Samashti gross, Samashti subtle, the same way we have Samashti causal. And that Samashti causal is made up of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, from which the entire creation, including your body, your mind, everything comes from that. That's Samashti. Everything is created from that Lord only, is it not? And we are a part of that, a bit of that. Alright. So, if there is the Samashti gross and the Samashti subtle and the Samashti causal, which is Maya, called Maya, in the same way, there is a Vyashti gross, Vyashti subtle and the Vyashti causal, which is a part of that. And if Maya is made up of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, what is Karna Sharira made up of? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, but just a wee bit. And being a wee bit, it being individual, its properties are different from the total. A property of a speck of water is very different from the property of an ocean, is it not? Very different. Totally different. You can drown and die in a ocean, but can anybody drown and die in a drop of water? Except if it is a small creature like an ant. Is it not? Samashti is very its property is very different. Vyashti's property are very different. Yesterday I gave an example. If you have an overall vision, everything falls in place. You have no problem, you have no complaints, you have just acceptance. But if you don't have overall vision, and if there's only a very particular limited vision, then there is a problem, then there are difficulties, then you have so many kinds of irritations and you're perturbed. Right? Why? Because it's limited. Your small finger will say, "Cheh, look at all them. They are so big, big, big. But I'm so small." The small finger will say. But will the hand say that? No. Because hand knows the function of the small finger and the thumb as well as the middle finger and the ring finger. Every finger is important. Total will have no problem. When you look at yourself, you feel I have no talents. I'm only this much. I'm not like that. But in the total, you fit that unique place which makes everything perfect. A petal in a lotus flower in the center would feel I'm so small. But the total rose knows that that small one also adds beauty to the whole thing. Is it not? Each one of us individually may be lacking in something. But in the total, we are all full. We add to that panorama and create a marvel par excellence together. All of us put together. And that is why we stand as one family, bound to each other with love and respect. And we is not just 10, 15, 20 people. The total. One family we are. So just as how that macrocosmic Maya has got sattva, rajas, tamas, a speck of it is also there, but because it is just a wee bit, its property is different from the total. That macrocosmic creative power being total knowledge, total power. And it being total knowledge, the knowledge of the self is also there. Meaning, the Lord's mind never forgets its real nature of Brahman. Lord's mind has no ignorance. Whereas the individual Maya, which is called as, why it is called avidya? Because it creates this ignorance. Because it is individual. The very fact it is individual creates a limitation. And that very fact creates a trouble for the individual. And what is the trouble? Absence of knowledge of the self. And because of this reason, this microcosmic Maya is called as avidya. Because of this reason. Otherwise, it is also sattva, rajas, tamas only. And why being sattva, rajas, tamas, we are calling it as avidya? Because it creates avidya. It creates avidya. Alright. And creating avidya, what does it do? Satsvarupa Ajnanam. It veils my real nature of Satchitan Ananda. You may wonder, such a minuscule thing, how does it hide the self? Minuscule, is it not? How does it hide the self? The self is considered to be. Okay, it is not that Atman is broken and Atman is in my heart sitting, is it not? It is one full consciousness only, is it not? But how does the small one hide that whole thing? Minuscule. It is like this. What is the size of your thumb? This much. What is the size of the sun? Whee, huge. But can't you cover the whole sun with your thumb? Can't you cover? You can. Why? This light is there in front of me. Now I have covered it. And especially with one eye, if you look, it's covered total. Small, minuscule. The whole thing is covered. Small cloud. Whole sun is covered. Small cloud. It may be, you may say big cloud, but what is the sun's size and what is the cloud size? It may be minuscule, but it is powerful. It may be small, but yet it has power. Okay? And from how long we are carrying this avidya with us? Birth after birth after birth after birth. Birth before birth, birth before birth, birth before birth. Or you say birth after birth after birth, depending on where the sequence is. But finally, it is coming from time immemorial. Beginningless. How long will this ajnana be there? Till you realize the self. And being Being means being, actually, it is only sattva, rajas, tamas, that minuscule thing. But because it creates ignorance, it is called avidya. Ignorance of what? Because it creates ignorance of my Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa. It is called avidya. It's ajnana rupa. Huh? And because I do not know my real nature, what I do, I think I am the body, mind, and intellect. This is the first problem. Because I do not know. First, I do not know myself. Okay. But does it stop with that? No. Because I do not know myself, do we just stop by saying I do not know the rope? Immediately you put snake on there. I do not know. If we stop with I do not know, we are very good people, but we don't do that. Our Gurudev used to say nicely, do you know that person? I do not know. But he's a crook, I think. How do you say like that? The nature is this. I do not know. Therefore, I think in a wrong way. You also see when you are discussing, you will be discussing, no? You say, I don't know, but I think. I don't know. Atman, Atman, Sachidananda, whether they're same or different, I don't know, but I think it is different. Don't you discuss that way? I don't know, but I think. I don't know means shut up, na? No, I don't know, but I think. Then only we are complete in our foolishness. Otherwise, we'll be left limited. So to complete in foolishness at least. So I don't know first. Then I think I am the body, mind, and intellect. And once you think your body, mind, and intellect, what is comfortable for your body, mind, and intellect, I like. What is not comfortable for your body, mind, and intellect, I dislike. Now comes Raga Dvesha. Remember in Guruji's that Nirdvandva Sukham, we saw that Raga Dvesha, likes and dislikes. When likes and dislikes comes, what happens? Your actions are always vitiated, poisoned. You can't do what is right. And likes and dislikes, desires, wishes, wants, hatreds, all those kama, krodha, those 6 things, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, the entire retinue of wickedness flows into you unparalleled. All of them jump into you. And now the individual is a Rakshas. Then actions. Then results, punya, papa. Then fresh body. Now you see, shariradvayaste karana matram. This way. All right. But yes, it is made up of sattva, rajas, and tamas. But it is not something which you can see with your eyes and distinguish their different components. It is not like the mind where you can see one thought from the another, distinguishing one aspect of it from another aspect, therefore making a division vikalpa. Here it is beyond the body, beyond the mind, and therefore it is not perceived with any distinctions. It is perceived as one homogeneous unit. And therefore it is nirvikalpa, without any differences. It is with sattva, rajas, and tamas, therefore distinctions are there, but you don't perceive. But Swamiji, when do I perceive this, Swamiji? You are perceiving it in your deep sleep. You are perceiving that in your deep sleep. That what? That darkness. Have you all experienced the darkness in deep sleep? No? Any nothing you find? Nothing? Do you experience nothing? Wait. I'll come to that later. In deep sleep, we don't experience anything. We don't experience anything. Be careful. We don't experience anything. Me, I experience nothing. What did you experience in deep sleep? Nothing. Don't you say I experience nothing? Think carefully. In deep sleep, were you dead? No, you were there. In deep sleep, you experience pot? No. You experience red, blue, green, black? No. In deep sleep, did you experience light? Did you experience darkness? And I experienced nothing. Now your question will be there, but in deep sleep did I experience nothing, or only after getting up am I telling I experience nothing? That is a different matter. We will see to that later on. But point is, what is our remembrance of our deep sleep? Remembrance. The remembrance of deep sleep is, I experience nothing. That nothing which is there, no? Which you are saying I experience nothing. That nothing is what is this ajnana. That nothing, no, is this karana sharira. Waking, see, body, experience. Mind, experience. Karana sharira also experienced as nothing, as not something, if you want to put it a better way. Experience as not something, but nothing. That what you experience in deep sleep, meaning that what you remember as having experienced in deep sleep, let's put that way, is called as karana sharira. Yeah. When do you experience gross body? Waking state. When do you experience subtle bodies separately? Dream state. When do you experience karana sharira separately? Deep sleep state. And when you experience that nothing, it has no differences in it. Nirvikalpa. Vikalpa, difference, distinction. Nirvikalpa. All right. Moving forward. Why did we discuss karana sharira? I am different from karana sharira. We are not studying karana sharira for the fun of it, for the thrill of it, for the intellectual pleasure of it, or for some kind of gymnastics of the mind, Vedantic gymnastics. Some people, this is a great thrill, understanding all these things. You can see their face also lighting up. Understood. Not for that we are studying. These are all the pleasures of the mind. Vedanta should not become a joy of the intellect. The purpose of Vedanta is to realize the self. I am not the gross body, I am not the subtle body, I am not the causal body. Meaning this, what I experience in my deep sleep also, I am not. This, what hides my real nature also, I am not. Who am I? आएगा बाद में. But you know, who am I? Satchidananda. I am Satchidananda. Not I am having Satchidananda. Or I am experiencing Satchidananda. I am Satchidananda. Satchidananda is not an object of me. Satchidananda is a subject of me. Meaning it is me. Clarity will come after some time. Okay? He himself will ask Sat Kim, Chit Kim, etc. At that time we will see. So now we have finished all the three shariras. What was said? What was the definition of Atman? Atma kaha stula sukshma karana sharirat vyatiriktah panchakoshatitas san avastatraya sakshi Satchidananda Swarupa San Yastishtati Sa Atma. So in the order what comes? Three shariras first, correct? We have completed all the three. What is the next one which comes? Panchakosha. And what is the next one? Avastatraya. The author inverses the order. Now he brings Avastatraya. Afterwards he will take Panchakosha. Why? Because the topic is easy to present now. What are the three states? Why? Identified with the gross body uniquely. Identified, you're identified with all the three bodies in waking state. But uniquely the identification is there with the gross body. That is unique about the waking state, which is not there in other states. Therefore he says that state wherein we have waking experiences is called waking state. Meaning that state where we are identified with the gross body, where we have the gross body in expression, where the golakas are all there and the indriyas can go through the golakas and see some objects. If these golakas are not, these indriyas can't function. Is it not? Indriyas can't function. Just because faculty is there, do you think it can function? The golakas are required for the faculty to function. Okay? So now waking state you will bring in. Because golakas are all located in the gross body. Easy to move forward from here. Therefore, he builds the topic of now the three avasthas. Panchakosha, he leaves it for the next. You should also see how the author presents. Not just, what the author is saying. How does he present? What techniques he is adopting? Why does he change the movement of thought? All those things you must get in your head. Then only you'll be able to appreciate the text in its whole. Now we go to the Avastatrayam Kim. Where is this Avastatrayam Kim is coming from? Where? From Atma Kaha question. That's what I said always in Tattvabodha, put a flow chart. From where what starts. So you should, if you make that chart, you must first put on top what you must put. First, sadhana chatushtaya sampannadikarinam moksha sadhana bhutam tattvaveka prakaram vakshyamaha. Three topics are there. Adhikari. 1, 2, 3, 4. You complete that portion. Then you must put the next huge paper you require. Best is to make an Excel sheet or something like that. Or, a Word document. Or Excel is better probably. Then you have that Tattvaveka Prakara. Now Tattvaveka Prakara, one by one it is going. Right? One by one. It is going. Tattvaveka Prakara started by what? Atma Kaha. So under Tattvaveka Prakaram, you must put Tattva Atma Kaha, and then you write the answer. And then under that, what you do is that each one, Avastha, first was what? Stula Sukshma Karana Sharira. In Sukshma Sharira, the Indriya will come. That also you put. Right? Then you will come to Karana Sharira. That is over. Now Sharira Traya topic is over. Now you are coming to Avastatraya. Complete. Then you come to Panchakosha. Now see how one topic becomes so many topics. You can put that diagrammatic presentation. Okay. Avastatrayam kim Jagrat Swapna Sushuptyavastha Jagrat Swapna Sushupti Avastha Avastatrayam Kim. What are the three states? What are the three states? Waking, dream, deep sleep. What is waking state in Sanskrit? Jagrad. What is state in Sanskrit? Avastha. Therefore, waking state is Jagrad Avastha. Jagrad means waking. You are awake. Jagrad. They say also, no, in Shivaratri you have Jagaran. Jagaran. Jagaran means what? You are awake whole night. Jagaran. Swapna. Swapna is dream. Dream state, Swapna Avastha. Sushupti. Sushupti is nothing but Su plus Supti. Susupti. Susupti is Sushupti. Susupti. So what is Susupti? Good deep sleep. Supti means sleep. That's how you Susupti becomes deep sleep. Susupti. Su is Sushtu. Deep sleep. Sushupti Avastha. Deep sleep state. The deep sleep state, deep is adjective to sleep, not to state. Deep is adjective to state. Okay. All right. Now shall we see what are the three states one by one? Jagradavasthaka. What is the meaning of this? What is Jagradavastha? Answer. Shrotradi jnanendriyaihi Shabdadi vishayaischa Nyayate iti ya sa Jagradavastha Stula Sharira Abhimani Atma Vishwa Ityuchyate. Together. Jagradavasthaka Shrotradi jnanendriyaihi Shabdadi vishayaischa Nyayate iti ya sa Jagradavastha Stula Sharira Abhimani Atma Vishwa Ityuchyate. What is Jagradavastha? In Jagradavastha, waking state, you get to see the waking world. You get to see the world of objects through your senses. Meaning, the faculties are able to function. Meaning, the Golakas are available for action. Meaning, the body is present. How is it meaning? Because the body is present, the Golakas are there. And because the Golakas are there, the Indriyas are able to use the Golakas and see the external world. In essence, what is a waking state? That waking state is that state where you can see the external world. That is the essence of the whole thing. In dream state also there is a world, but it is not an external world. To see the external world, the senses have to go out through the golakas and perceive the external object. The eye has to go through the eyes to see the name, to see the forms. The ear has to go through the ears to hear the sound. Now, are you in waking state or which state? It depends, Swamiji. Now itself you can go to dream state also. You can very well go to deep sleep state. That is often experienced. The best place to get a good sleep is a Vedanta class. For some. Alright? So what is waking state? Waking state is that state where I see the external world. Meaning, waking state is that state where I use the faculties to see the external objects. Full stop. Contrast that with dream state. What is dream state? Dream state is that state where I don't see external objects, but I see internal objects. And therefore, in dream state, I don't need indriyas. In dream state, only I see mental objects. And to see mental object, indriyas are not required. To see physical objects, indriyas are required. Do you see the analysis of Vedanta? We are far advanced than modern science. Yes, modern science is far advanced with respect to the body and the structures and the anatomy and the physiology and the surgery and all those corrective things. They are far advanced. Vedanta is far advanced in a total perspective. Well, Vedanta's subject is very different. And biology's subject is very different. Biology's subject is body. Vedanta's subject is Atman, Brahman. And therefore, the focus is always there. Not on here. Even though we discuss so much, idea is the self is different from all these. That is the idea. Okay? So, what is essential is said, and then you are not this. But why should we study this? Why can't we just study Atman? Because to know the Atman, we have to know what I am not. And to know what I am not, some idea of what I am not should also be there. Then only you can reject it. Okay. So, what is a waking state? Shrotradi jnanendriyaihi, Shrotradi jnanendriyaihi, Shabdadi vishayaisha, Nyayate iti ya. Iti ya, wherein, ya, wherein. Wherein, in which state? That state wherein, Shrotradi jnanendriyaihi, with the jnanendriyas such as the Shrotra. When they say jnanendriyas which such as Shrotra means what? Shrotra, Tvak, Chakshuhu, Rasana, Ghanam, all the five. Shrotra is ear, Tvak is skin, Chakshu is eye, Rasana is very difficult. Say tongue means it looks so faculty of taste. Tongue, okay. Grana is faculty of smell. So Shrotradi Jnana, with these Jnanendriyas, what do these Jnanendriyas grasp? Shabdadi Vishayaischa. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Shabda is sound, Sparsha is touch, Rupa is form and color, both. Rupa, Rasa is taste, Gandha is smell. So with the Jnanendriyas, these objects, that state where it is grasped, Nyayate is known. Shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. External we are talking. That state wherein external objects of Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha is known to the Indriyas such as Shrotra Tvaku Chakshu Rasana Granam. That state is called as Jagrata Avastha. What is the point? I am the witness of the Jagrata Avastha. That is the point. This is Jagrata Avastha, but this I am watching. I am illuminating. I am witnessing. Who am I? I am not the Jagrata Avastha. I am the witness of the Jagrata Avastha. I am not the Indriya, which is seeing the object and creating the waking world. I am the witness of the waking world. This is what I am. So, suppose you, let us say, what let us say, in the waking state, you see somebody whom you don't like. Somebody whom you don't like means what? That somebody is also Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, correct? Then mind gets irritated. Why has he come here? Why has he come here? Why has he come here? Irritation. Now, this also is part of Jagrata Avastha. Who are you? You are the one who is witnessing this. You are illuminating the mind getting irritated of seeing an external object. The irritation doesn't belong to you. You are the illuminator of the irritation. Irritation belongs to whom? To the mind. That person whom you don't like belongs where? External object. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. You have nothing to do with the person whom you don't like. Why? Because only the mind has got to do with the person whom you don't like. You don't have raga dveshas. You are the illuminator of the raga dveshas. You are a free being. You are pure existence, consciousness illumining. Mano buddhyahankar chittani naham. Have you heard this? Nacha na 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 na. Chidanandarupa Shivoham Shivoham. This is what I am. Swapnavastha. In Jagrata Avastha we see objects. In Swapnavastha also we see objects. What is the difference? No, not that I told, na? He should say, no? So he said, Swapnavastha keti chet Jagradavasthayam Yadrashtam Yachshrutam Tajjanita Vasanaya Nidra Samaye Yah Prapancha Pratiyate Sa Swapnavastha Sukshma Sharira Abhimani. Oh, I have not explained Sthula Sharira Abhimani in the earlier line. Please make that a mark. I will come to that later. Sukshma Sharira Abhimani Atma Taijasa Ityuchyate. Together. Swapnavastha keti chet Jagradavasthayam Yadrashtam Yachshrutam Tajjanita Vasa Nidra Samaye Yah Prapancha Pratiyate Sukshma Sharira Bhimani Atma Taijasa Ityuchyate. Swapnavastha ka iti chet. Because in Jagrada Avastha also you see objects, in Swapna Avastha also you see objects, and therefore, in case you were to ask me, what is Swapna Avastha? Swapna Avastha ka iti chet. If you're going to ask me, let me tell you. Jagrada Avasthayam. Whatever you have in Jagrada Avastha, Yadrishtam Yadshrutam. Whatever you have heard and whatever you have seen. Yadrishtam. Yadrishtam means what you have seen. Yadshrutam, what you have heard. If what you have heard and what you have seen created lot of strong impressions in you, and if those impressions you could not manage in your waking state, right? You could not manage means what? You could not resolve them. Mostly that's how happens. You could not resolve. That love, that hate, that greed, that anger, that wish, that want, whatever. You saw ice cream, butterscotch. Don't think I like butterscotch. Butterscotch. Butterscotch you saw. Where did you see? You saw in the advertisement. And somebody eating butterscotch. You thought, how many days over after coming to your course, no butterscotch came so far. Chah, what a fate. Why did I come here? For higher knowledge. But butterscotch, what is the problem? Butterscotch, butterscotch, butterscotch. As you're thinking thinking it, you walk, you go away, keep walking, so gone. And then you came. And then you saw your most person whom you dislike the most is coming. You walk away. How many experiences happen? Yadrishtam, Yadshrutam, all those things. These experiences you have not resolved. Not resolved means what? Your mind has not come to a balance. These knots were left untied. These impressions had created their strong impact. Vasana. Okay. So once you have gone through the experience of the waking state this way, now when you go to sleep, before you go to deep sleep or while in sleep, sometimes it is like this, you must have seen those, after those they finish their the cricket match and all those things, they have the victory and all those things, they have that bottle, no? What's called as? And then like that, the cork of the intellect is removed. And then the entire mind with all its various jumbled up emotions, zoom, come out. And then what do you see? You see the person whom you don't like standing, and you see the butterscotch in your hand. Butterscotch, yeah, butterscotch. Butterscotch in your hand, and then you're eating and you're looking at him. Hey, how are you? And he says, can I have a little? You want a little? All right, let's see. But let me first finish. Come sit here quietly for some time. And then you finish, you look at him. You finish, you look at him. Say, you want? Here, have it. And what are you giving? You're giving an empty cup to him. And then you see him taking that spoon and licking. And it feels so nice. Oh, how nice. Remember, in your normal mind, you won't be doing this much. Because your intellect is there. Your intellect would tell you this is not the right behavior. But the cork of the intellect is removed from the bottle of the mind. And the vasanas have their sweet expression. You understand? But all the experiences should be collected in Jagrata Avastha. You can never experience something what you have not experienced in your waking state. It can be jumbled up. An elephant may be wearing your pant. That is a different matter. But pant also you must have seen. Elephant also you should have seen. Elephant you should have seen means not literally. Even a picture somewhere, a movie somewhere, or a TV serial, TV somewhere. Somewhere you should have seen. Jagradavastayam yadrishtam, what you have seen. Yachshrutam, what you have heard. Janita, from that born. Vasanaya, strong impression. Vasanaya, strong impression. Nidraha samaye, in sleep state. Nidraha samaye. Yeah, prapanchaha, that word. Pratiyate. Pratiyate, which appears. Not really there. Which appears. Which is seen. Which is imagined. Which is projected. Which is displayed. That is what Sa Swapnavastha. That is Swapnavastha. All right. So what is the difference between waking state and dream state? In waking state also objects are there. In dream state also objects are there. But the waking state objects are physical objects. The dream state objects are mental objects created by your own vasanas, impressions. Alright. Sometimes those impressions could be also from past birth. But it has to be from waking state of past birth. Because mind is too deep, we may be carrying them, we may be seeing the mind, but the mind is coming from so many births after births. We pack and unpack the mind so many times. How many times we have packed and unpacked the mind? Can we make a count of it? No. At least this time we should pack the mind once for all and never unpack it. All right. This is called as dream state. In dream state, are you there? I'm witness. Yes. In dream state, how are you? Here again, you are the witness. You have nothing to do with anybody there. You are the witness. But the dreamer, dreamer is what? The self identified with this experience. Now you are what? Now you are the Atman. You are the Atman only. But you have taken yourself to be the body. And therefore you become a waker. The self becomes the individual. Have you heard the word individual? Now let me use that. This is the right time to use that word. The self becomes a Jivatman. Atman becomes a Jivatman. Paramatman, which is you, yourself, becomes a Jivatman. The Sakshi, Atman, is Paramatman, the Supreme Self. But the Supreme Self appears as an individual self. Now, we are the Jivatman. We do not know the Paramatman. I, as Swami Advayananda, is a Jivatma. Now, Swami Advayananda is a waker. Is waker, isn't it? Is waker. Afternoon after lunch, hopefully, you should not be the dreamer. It's very interesting. Not in our not in the Indian tradition, but in the other tradition and all, when somebody want to wish somebody to go for before they go to sleep, we say Shubharatri, no? Nishaswasti, we say. No? Sweet dreams. Have you heard that? Sweet dreams. ये क्या मतलब है sweet dreams? Meaning you must keep on eating ice creams in your dream also, or what? Sleep well. That's refreshing. Meaning, even when we go to sleep, in certain cultures, they look forward for experiences. Look forward for the world. In this tradition, we look forward for the peace that passeth all understanding. We're not interested in thrills and excitements and these kind of silly mental manipulations and mechanizations. Look for the beyond, the behind. All right. Now you are in waking state, so I don't have to tell you sweet dreams. Either you are in waking state or struggling to remain awake. These are the two things which happen in class. Jagradavastayam yadrishtam yachtutam tajjanita vasanaya nidra samaye yah prapancha pratiyate sa swapnavastha. And the individual. Which is the individual? The individual identified. You become the individual, na? The ice cream eater. That individual ice cream eater, he is called as Taijasa. You, not the true you, but the individual you in the dream state identified with the mind. You take a mental body. Say you identify with the mind. You create a mental picture of yourself and you identify with that. In dream state also you have a body. Not the actual body, not the physical body. You create a body. And that body could be a beggar. You create a body. And then a mental body you create, mental body, and you identify with that body. And then you say, I am this. That I of the dream is called as dreamer or Taijasa. This mental identified body, mind identified body, Sukshma Sharira identified body, identified individual is called as Taijasa. Now, Stula Sharira identified we are all. Is it not? Stula Sharira. Now, which identification we have got? We have got identification with this physical body. This is called as Vishwa. How many terms? But knowing all these terms, you get entry into Vedanta Shastra. Vishwa. So who is Vishwa? The individual of the waking state is Vishwa. What do you mean by individual of the waking state? Identified with the physical body is the Jivatma. The Jivatma is called as Vishwa. But Swamiji, what is the meaning of Vishwa? What does the word Vishwa mean? Vishwa means total. Then why is this individual of the waking state called Vishwa? Because... Any guesses? Because she or she is part of the Vishwa, total. Therefore, he's called Vishwa. Then you should call him as not total, no? You should call him as part. Vishwa means total. But why is the individual called the total?
Experience the totality in that.
What is your answer? You. Individual can mix in total. Better answer. Better answer, better answer. Why is the individual of the waking state called as Vishwa? Gaggari. Tell me now. Shall I give a clue? In in waking state, how many bodies are actually there? How many bodies are there? 3 bodies. In the waking state, do you have all the 3 bodies? Uniqueness of waking state is the physical body, but still you have the subtle body as well as the causal body. All 3 bodies are there in subtle body also is there in waking state, right? Causal body is also there in waking state, right? All the 3 are there. And therefore, Vishwa means one who is identified with all the 3. Meaning he has got total identification. But what is the uniqueness of the identification? The uniqueness is Sthula Sharira. Because that Sthula Sharira is not there in dream state. Getting the point? Vishwa. And why is the dreamers called Taijasa? Taijasa. Taijas comes. Taijas. Can you guess from which shabda it comes? Tejas. Tejas means? Tejas means? Bright. Is it not? It is only a thought, but it is bright. Dream state. Just a thought, but becomes bright. Meaning, the antakarana becomes brightened, illumined, heightened, excited. Fire, if you see, it's always excited fire. The same way, the dream state is what? So many thoughts. He is identified with that kind of thought which is ever excited. And he becomes a dreamer. Therefore, he is called as Taijasa. Taijasa therefore means mind excited or mind brightened. That mind is in a very excitable state in dream state. In waking state, it is there, mind is there, but it is held in control and check. Whereas in dream state, the mind goes berserk. It just loses its... Anything happens in dream state. Murder also happens in dream state. Good people commit murders in deep state. Sorry, not deep state, dream state. Intellect is not there. So Taijasa means what? A berserk person. That's all it means actually. He goes berserk. You know that word berserk is there? Do you know that word? No? He just, fellow loses all control. Huh? Any other word? Simpler word for berserk? Huh? Crazy, you know. He just loses all control. Well, Taijasa. Basically, Taijasa means he is identified with the antakarana which has become brightened, illumined, excited. Taijasa. Tejomaya antakarana. Vritti rupatvat. Because he is the experiencer of a heightened, brightened, illumined, excited mental world. because he's an experiencer of a heightened, brightened, excited mental world. Therefore, it's called as Taijasa. Taijasa means that brightened, that excited, that illumined and excited world. He's experienced of that. Okay. So now in the waking state, you are a Vishwa. Now you are all. I am also Vishwa. In dream state, I am Taijasa. Now we have seen two states. What is waking state? What is dream state? Now we'll come to deep sleep state. The next session. पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ॐ